Health, in which we started with water, introduction of water, water sources. We have seen about water pollution. So today we'll see about purification of water, in which the purification of water includes two elements, that is purification of water on a large scale, purification of water on a small scale. As purification of water is of great importance in community medicine. So we'll see today purification of water on large scale. So purification of water on large scale includes three methods: storage, filtration and disinfection. The purpose of water treatment is to produce water that is safe and wholesome, that is chemical free water, or water which has good taste, which is free from bacteria. So there are three methods: storage, filtration, disinfection. So storage, first water is drawn out from the source and impounded in natural or artificial reservoirs. Storage provides a reserve of water from which further pollution is excluded. As a result of storage, a very considerable amount of purification takes place. This is natural purification, and we may look at it from three points of view, that is physical purification, chemical purification and biological purification. What storage actually means: we store the water. Due to that storage, there are some changes takes place in water. That may be physiological changes, chemical changes or biological changes. So first we'll see about physical changes. By mere storage, the quality of water improves. About 90% of suspended impurities settle down in 24 hours by gravity. This process is known as sedimentation. That sediments come and settle down at the bottom. Due to that, the water becomes clearer, and this allows penetration of light into the water and reduces the works of filters. Second one, chemical purification or chemical changes which takes place during storage. Certain chemical changes also takes place during storage, that is the aerobic bacteria oxidizes the organic matter present in the water with the aid of dissolved oxygen. As the result, the content of free ammonia is reduced and a rise in nitrates occurs. So there is a oxidation takes place in the water. Due to that, the ammonia in the water reduces and the nitrate increases. Then what are biological changes that takes place during storage? That is, a tremendous drop takes place in bacterial count during storage. How? The pathogenic organism gradually die out due to storage. It is found that when river water is stored, the total bacterial count drops as much as 90% in the first 5 to 7 days. So in river water, if we store the river water in 5 to 7 days, the 90% bacteria die only in 5 to 7 days. So this is the one of the greatest benefit of storage. The optimum period of storage of river water is considered to be about 10 to 14 days. If the water is stored for long periods, there is a likelihood of development of vegetable growths such as algae. Due to that algae, there is a bad smell and color to the water. Means शेवाळ येतं पाण्याला, किंवा जिथे आपण स्टोअर करतो त्या स्टोरेजला शेवाळ येतं आणि त्याच्यामुळे बॅड स्मेल येतो आणि कलरसुद्धा येतो वॉटरला. बट if we store it for 10 to 14 days, the bacterial count decreases and water become 90% pure. So after storage, there is a filtration. So filtration is the second stage of purification of water. and it is very important stage because 98 to 99% of bacteria are removed by filtration apart from other impurities. There are two types of methods in filtration and two types of filters are used for filtration. First is biological or slow sand filter and second one is rapid sand or mechanical filter. So there are two types of filters, biological or slow sand filter, and second one is rapid sand or mechanical filter. The word biological itself suggests it is natural filter, or we use the natural methods for filtration, like we use the sands or the algae which forms the layer over the sand is the main important factor of biological or slow sand filter. And second one is rapid sand or mechanical filter. Here we use many mechanical processes or with the help of some machines, and rapid sand filter is used for large amount of water more than the slow sand filter. So first we will see about slow sand or biological filter. Slow sand filter are generally accepted as the standard method of water purification. So there are some elements for slow sand filter. Elements are supernatant water or raw water which we take from river or any water source. Then a bed of graded sand, means here we use the sand for the filtration purpose. There are number of sizes of sands or fine or coarse sand we use. Then third one is under drainage system, means the water which comes from graded sand, that water is gone to the another vessels or another system by the drainage system. Then fourth one is a system of filter control valves. There are some valves which are fitted in this sand filter which controls the pressure, mainly the back pressure of water. So there are four elements: supernatant or raw water, a bed of graded sand, an under drainage system, and a system of filter control valves. So in image you can see first the raw water inlet, means the inlet from which raw water comes. It may be from river or any other water reservoir or water source. When it comes inside the filter, there is a supernatant water, means raw water. Then there is a sand bed, that is graded sand bed. You can see the different sizes of sand. Then supporting gravel. Then under drainage system. Then there are two regulating valves. And last there is a clear water reservoir, means after filter the clear water is stored there, and there is a clear water outlet. So we'll see one by one. Supernatant water. The supernatant water is above the sand bed, whose depth varies from 1 to 1.5 meter, which serves two important purposes. So in image again you see the supernatant water, that is raw water, which is above the sand bed. So its depth is 1 to 1.5 meter. It has main two important purposes. It provides a constant head of water so as to overcome the resistance of filter bed and thereby promote the downward flow of water through the sand bed. Means there is a constant water, due to that the resistance it gives the resistance for filter bed, and which provides the downward flow of water. Then second, it provides waiting period of some hours, that is 3 to 12 hours depending upon filtration velocity of that filter, for the raw water to undergo partial purification by sedimentation, oxidation and particle agglomeration. What is the meaning of agglomeration? That is agglutination. Means it provides waiting period. Means before going through sand bed, for some hours the water remains in the supernatant place. That is, it remains at the same place for up to 3 to 12 hours. So in first stage, as we seen in storage, it causes sedimentation of impurities at the base and also chemical processes like oxidations, and last one is biological changes, that is particle agglomeration, that is agglutination. The level of supernatant water is always kept constant. So next one is sand bed. The most important part of filter is the sand bed. You can see in the image the sand bed. First there is a fine sand, then gravel, that is large sand, then under is perforated drain pipe, means drainage system. So the thickness of sand bed is about 1 meter. The depth of supernatant water is 1 to 1.5 meter and the thickness of sand bed is 1 meter. The sand grains are carefully chosen so that they are preferably rounded and have an effective diameter between 0.2 and 0.3 mm. The sand should be clean and free from clay and organic matter. So the diameter of sand should be 0.2 and 0.3 mm and it should be rounded and it should be clean. The sand bed is supported by a layer of graded gravel, that is large sand, that is about 30 to 40 centimeter deep layer, which also prevents the fine grains being carried into the drainage pipes. Means as we use this sand bed, which is very small fine sand, that is 0.2 and 0.3 mm, this sand should not pass with water into the clean water. So we use the large sand, that is graded gravel, which is about 30 to 40 centimeter deep and which prevents the fine grains being carried into the drainage pipes. So that water percolates through the sand bed very slowly. It may take for 2 hours or more hours, and as it does so, it is subjected to a number of purification process. As it is percolates very slowly. Percolate means it is very slowly passed in the sand. So number of purification process like mechanical straining. So like आपण जसं पाणी गाळतो तसं स्ट्रेनिंग होतं पाण्याचं एकदम स्लोली. So mechanical straining, sedimentation means the impurities settle down at the base, adsorption, oxidation and bacterial action. So these processes occurs in the sand bed within 2 hours or more hours. So the designed rate of filtration of water normally lies between 0.1 and 0.4 m³ per hour per square meter of sand bed surface. So the rate of filtration is 0.1 to 0.4 per hour per square meter. Then vital layer. When the filter is newly laid, it acts merely as a mechanical strainer. Means the new filter is not so useful because it just acts as a strainer and cannot truly be considered as biological because there is no formation of vital layer. And what is the vital layer? The surface of sand bed gets covered with slimy growth known as vital layer, Zuglial layer or biological layer. This layer is slimy and gelatinous and consists of thread-like algae and numerous forms of life including plankton, diatoms and bacteria. Means when that sand bed, it is after some time it is covered with algae, plankton or some bacteria, good bacteria. So that layer is called as vital layer, Zuglial layer or biological layer. It is very slimy and gelatinous, and that formation of vital layer is known as ripening of the filter. So this is the main important feature of slow sand filter, that formation of biological layer. Means this biological layer is important for purification of water. These good bacteria or algae helps in the purification of water. It may take several days for the vital layer to form fully, and when it is fully formed, it extends for 2 to 3 centimeter into the top portion of sand bed. As it is very important, this vital layer is the heart of slow sand filter. It removes organic matter, it holds back the bacteria and oxidizes ammoniacal nitrogen into nitrates, and it helps in yielding bacteria free water. What it does? It removes organic matter, it holds back the bacteria, and there is oxidation. It oxidizes ammoniacal nitrogen into the nitrates and helps in the yielding bacteria free water. Until the vital layer is fully formed, the first few days filter is usually run to waste, as it is only work as a mechanical strainer. It is not biological. So till the vital layer forms, the filter, slow sand filter, it is only mechanical strainer. It is not worth. So when vital layer forms, it is called as biological sand filter. Then there is a under drainage system. At the bottom of filter bed is the under drainage system. It consists of porous or perforated pipes, which serves the dual purpose of providing an outlet for filtered water and also supporting the filter medium above. So under drainage system also has two purposes, and it has perforated pipes. Perforation means it has holes in the pipes. Means it serves dual purpose, like it is an outlet for filtered water which comes from sand bed, and it also supports the filter medium above. Then filter box. The first three elements, that is supernatant water, sand bed and under drainage system, are contained in the filter box. If you remember in image, it is like box. So it contains supernatant water, sand bed and under drainage system. So filter box is an open box. It is usually in rectangular shape and 2.5 to 4 meters deep, and it's built wholly or partly below the ground. So it is the rectangular box. It is of 2.5 to 4 meters deep, and it is mainly built wholly or partly below the ground. The walls of the filter made by stone, brick or by cement. The filter box consists of from top to bottom. First, supernatant water, which is 1 to 1.5 meter. Then sand bed, it is 1.2 meter. Or gravel support, it is of 0.30 meter. Then filter control. The filter is equipped with certain valves. After under drainage system, there is a filter control system, that is valves. The filter is equipped with certain valves and devices which are incorporated in the outlet pipe system. The purpose of these devices is to maintain constant rate of filtration. An important component of regulation system is the Venturi meter, which measures the bed resistance. Means where the walls are fitted, there is one meter is fitted which measures the bed resistance, means sand bed resistance, which is called as Venturi meter. When the resistance builds up, the operator opens the regulating valve so as to maintain steady rate of filtration. Means when the Venturi meter shows resistance, the valves are opened. Due to that, it maintains the steady rate of filtration. When the loss of bed, that is resistance, exceeds 1.3 meter, the filter is of not use. So if resistance exceeds 1.3 meter, the filter is of no use. Then filter cleaning. As we use the filter cleaning is also important. So normally the filter may run for weeks or even months without cleaning. But when the bed resistance increases to such an extent, means more than 1.3, that the regulating valve has to kept fully open. Means when bed resistance increases, we have to open the regulating valve continuously. So it is the time to clean the filter bed, since any further increase in resistance is bound to reduce the filtration rate. So if the bed resistance increases more than 1.3, it is time to clean the filter bed. As if the filter resistance is increases more than 1.3, then filtration rate get reduced. At this stage, the supernatant water is drained off and the sand bed is cleaned by scraping of the top portion of sand layer to depth of 1 or 2 cm. Means while cleaning, we have to remove the supernatant water, that is supernatant water is drained out, and that sand bed is cleaned by scraping. Means घासायचं त्यांना सँड बेडला, प्रत्येक सँड एक एक घासायची आपल्याला. सो इट इज क्लीन्ड बाय स्क्रॅपिंग ऑफ द टॉप पोर्शन ऑफ सँड लेयर टू द डेप्थ ऑफ 1 or 2 cm. This operation may carried out by unskilled laborers using hand tools or mechanical equipment. After several years of operation, like after 20 or 30 scrapings, the thickness of the sand bed will have to reduce about 0.5 to 0.8. So we can use the filter up to 20 or 30 scrapings up to its size reduces to 0.5 to 0.8. And what are advantages of slow sand filter? That is, it is very simple to construct and simple to operate. The cost of construction is cheaper than that of rapid sand filter. The physical, chemical and bacteriological quality of filtered water is very high. When working ideally, slow sand filters have been shown to reduce total bacterial counts by 99.9 to 99.99% and E. coli by 99 to 99.9%. So what are advantages? It is very simple to construct, simple to operate. The cost of construction is very cheap than the rapid sand filter, and the quality of filtered water, that is physical quality, chemical, bacteriological quality, is very high, and the water is very clean and quality is very pure. It is the bacterial count reduces 99.9 to 99.99%. So we will revise shortly again. So today we are seeing purification of water on the large scale, in which first we have seen three methods of purification of water on large scale. First method is storage, second is filtration, and third method is disinfection. So in storage we have seen the storage is the natural purification, and it causes three processes: physical process, chemical process, and biological process. Physical process means by the storage it causes sedimentation of suspended impurities, means that suspended impurities settle down in the 24 hours by the gravity, and the water becomes clearer, and it also allows the penetration of light and reduces the work of filters. So storage is the very important stage of filtration. Then chemical process, that is some chemical changes occurs during storage, that it causes oxidations, that is aerobic bacteria oxidizes the organic matter present in the water with the aid of dissolved oxygen. As a result, the content of free ammonia is reduced and it rises in nitrates. Then biological process means due to storage the bacterial count is dropped down, the pathogenic organisms die. Within 5 to 7 days the bacterial count drops up to 90%, and if you place it for 10 to 14 days, the water is very clear and bacterial count is very less. But if we store more than 10 to 14 days, there is a growth of algae which gives bad smell and color to the water. So second process is filtration. After storage we filter the water. So by filtration we remove the 98.99% of bacteria. So there are two types of filters. First is biological or slow sand filter, and second is rapid sand or mechanical filter. Why it is called biological? Because formation of vital layer. So slow sand filter has 4 elements. First is supernatant water or raw water. Second is a bed of graded sand. Third is under drainage system, and fourth is system of filter control valves. So in image you can see supernatant water, sand bed, under drainage system, and regulating valves. So supernatant water, it is above the sand bed and its depth is 1 to 1.5 meter. It has two important purposes, that is it provides a constant head of water so as to overcome the resistance of filter bed and promote the downward flow of water through the sand bed. And it also provides a waiting period of some hour, means it can cause storage. And due to storage there is a sedimentation, oxidation and particle agglomeration. So due to sedimentation, oxidation and particle agglomeration means agglutination. So due to this process also the water becomes pure about 90%. Then the next element is sand bed. The most important part of filter is the sand bed. The thickness of sand bed is 1 meter and the diameter of sand is 0.2 to 0.3 mm. And the sand should be clean, free from clay and organic matter. Below the sand bed there is a layer of graded gravel which is up to 30 to 40 centimeter deep, which prevents fine grains being carried into the drainage pipe. In the sand bed, the water percolates very slowly. It may take 2 hours or more hours for passing. So there is also number of purification processes occurs like mechanical straining, sedimentation, adsorption, oxidation and bacterial action. So filtration rate is 0.1 to 0.4 m³ per hour per square meter of sand bed surface. Vital layer. When the filter is newly laid, it just acts as a mechanical layer, but very soon there is a formation of vital layer. It is also called as zooglial layer or biological layer. This layer is slimy and gelatinous and consists of threads like algae and also plankton, diatoms and some bacteria. The formation of vital layer is known as ripening of the filter. It may take several days for the vital layer to form fully, and when fully formed, it extends for 2 to 3 centimeter into the top portion of sand bed. It is called as heart of the slow sand filter because it removes organic matter, it holds back the bacteria and it oxidizes ammoniacal nitrogen into the nitrates and helps in yielding a bacteria free water. Until the vital layer is fully formed, the first few days filtrate is usually run to waste. Then under drainage system, at the bottom of filter bed there is an under drainage system. It consists of porous or perforated pipes which serves the dual purpose like providing an outlet for filtered water and supporting the filter medium above. Then filter box. The first 3 elements like supernatant water, sand bed and under drainage system are contained in the filter box. It is the rectangular shape box. It is up to 2.5 to 4 meters deep and it is built wholly or partly below the ground. The walls may be made of stone, brick and cement. The filter box consists of top to bottom, that is supernatant water 1 to 1.5 meter deep, sand bed is 1.2 meter, gravel support is of 0.30 meter. Filter control. After under drainage system there are some valves which controls the filtration rate. So purpose of this device is to maintain constant filtration rate. And there is one meter which provides the bed resistance. It is called as Venturi meter. When the resistance builds up, the operator opens the regulating valves to maintain steady rate of filtration. When the loss of bed exceeds 1.3 meter, the filter is ready for cleaning. Then filter cleaning. Normally the filter may run for weeks or even months without cleaning, but when the bed resistance increases to such an extent that the regulating valve has to kept fully open, it is time to clean the filter bed. Since further increase in resistance is bound to reduce the filtration rate. So how to clean the filter? While cleaning, the supernatant water is drained off and the sand bed is cleaned by scraping the sand up to 1 or 2 centimeter depth. Advantages of slow sand filter: it is very simple to construct and operate. The cost of construction is cheaper than that of rapid sand filter. The physical, chemical and bacteriological quality of filtered water is very high. When working ideally, slow sand filters have been shown to reduce bacterial counts by 99.99% and the E. coli count by 99 to 99.9%. So here we completed slow sand filter. So thank you. If any doubt, you can call me personally or message me personally.